Coming to you from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers and the Detroit Lions. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
10 at their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the gun, it's Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders fly into the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
First carry for DeAndre Swift. And this Green Bay defense making that play look a lot like the previous one. Both tackles behind the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. Their opening drive here is going to result in a punt. They got 7 yards there, but not enough. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a 1st. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
And the Packer 1st down.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Trey Flowers there on the tackle. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 2, here's first and goal.
The 2-yard line.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
So often you hear that pep talks don't really work in the heat of the battle. But collectively, this defense has to say to each other, we've been on our heels this whole first drive. This is where we need to dig in. And they got a nice stop right there for a loss on first and goal.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the linebacker, Jarrad Davis. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line. So they lost yardage, and they declined the penalty. There's no logical reasoning to do that.
I'm trying to go through this little Rolodex in this small brain of mine, and I'm coming up with nothing, partner. I've got zip on that one. Take the yardage, right? Take the penalty. I don't get it.
I don't get it either. Here's Swift. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll run here with Swift. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. Throwing now is Brady. And this is going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Here's Jack Fox now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a 1st down. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
On On second down, it's Jones. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is just going to gang up on the run and shut them down. Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to them. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On play action. Now Rodgers. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Eric Harris who picks it. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll run with Swift. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0.
Makes the score Lions 7, Packers nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue. But to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. Looking sideline, incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
I love football lingo and the evolution of it all. Nickel defense makes sense, right? 5 defensive backs. But then you go to 6. What are you going to call that? And they call it a
double
dime. A dime, which is just very simple for them. The math doesn't add up. But I know one thing. Offenses love to run against dime defenses. Typically, the bigger guys have an advantage against the smaller defensive backs when they're blocking downfield.
Yeah, we saw that advantage right there. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. Now a handoff looking right. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front, because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up 1st downs.
And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Jones. And he will get this pass into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones, his second touchdown on the season. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
They're on 20-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Brady now to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. To throw again on 2nd down. Brady. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 15-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the 3rd quarter. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot. Yeah. But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
And this will be a Packers first down as he gets this up past the 30. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First down, Green Bay.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. The power move there couldn't buy him much space. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Caught by Tracy Walker. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. They'll run on first down. Swift. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Once again, it's Swift. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They'll try and run here with Swift. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down.
It's fourth down.
So they'll say no to the 50-yard field goal try. Instead, the offense out there, they're going for it. They'll try it now with Swift, and he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid fourth down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Here's the option. It all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. The keeper there turning into a big play of 23 yards, and it moves the sticks. Here's Swift. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Swift, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their... Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And no, it falls incomplete. So the two-point conversion, no good.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15... the risk-reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. This one caught by Ridley. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
At the 47-yard line.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 19.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Flush to his right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Kevon Seymour. It's a foot race. The 40, 20, 10, 5. And he will bring it back. An interception return for the Lions. Touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line.
Lions 22, Packers 7.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play.
And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Julian Okwara. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 30. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21.
A gain of 40 yards.
Now that's 2 big catches that he's had on this drive alone.
And I can hear it right now. If they give up a third to him, whoever does that, go stand on the other sideline. You're persona non grata on our team at that point.
And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good, we're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. And this one through the uprights and good.
Lions 22, Packers 14.
So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. And this carries into the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. Just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward. Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And he is going to have a Lions first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. Just to pick up a 3, but that is indeed enough. They run out of the gun to Swift. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
10 at the 40-yard line.
From the gun, here's Swift. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a play fake. Brady. He gets it left side to Johnson. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 38-yard line.
1st and 10.
A good pickup there of 20 yards. Well, this has been all that we'd hoped for. 2 of the game's all-time great QBs slugging it out in a one-score game here in the second half. 1st and 10. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10. At the 38-yard line.
They go to Johnson again. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The Lions on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11. Operating from the gun, Brady. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
And he's got his man. It's caught for the Lion touchdown. David Njoku, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he returns this to the 22. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. It's big Trey Flowers getting in there that time for the sack. Got a man. It's Tanyan complete. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
A 3-yard gain on the play.
On third down, here's Jones. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. From the gun, Rodgers eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Detroit, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Packers, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.